welcome to the channel. My name is Nessa and today I'm doing a cozy highlight of Consume Me, developed by Jenny Zhao Shaw, AP Thompson, J.N. Lee, Violet W.P., and Ken Schneider. In this cozy highlight, I'll be talking about my experiences throughout the game and my thoughts on whether I think this game might be for you or not. This is an adaptation to my 10-1-10 and 10-1-10-1 reviews for games that do not meet the criteria for that more intensive review process. Since there are so many great games out there, it can be a little intimidating and overwhelming to decide whether or not to get something. So I think it's important to highlight aspects of a game that I enjoyed and what I wasn't a fan of personally, coupled with my experience over the course of playing the game for a couple of hours. I hope that you'll be able to form a good enough impression about it to decide whether or not it's for you. So with that, let's get into it. Consumi is a life simulation game where you play as Jenny, a high school student who has to juggle going on a diet, studying, doing her chores, and having free time. Jenny's daily tasks come in the form of various minigames that you can play to successfully fold clothes, put on makeup, walk her dog, and eat food, among many other things. This game is a semi-autobiographical depiction of one of the developers' life, which involves dieting, disordered eating, and fat phobia. So just be aware if these topics are sensitive to you. This game might not be for you because of that. Consume Me released on September 24th, 2025 and retails for $14.99 USD. So I played Consume Me for 2 hours and just finished chapter 2 before doing this cozy highlight. I also played the demo earlier this year. My first and ongoing impression of this game is that it has such a unique way of portraying Jenny's daily life, and I really resonated with the story and how it was presented through the form of different minigames and the choices that you make for Jenny's schedule. So with that in mind, let's talk about the things that I liked and things that I wished it did different. I really like the different mini games that are available. They're all really simple and easy, although they have a really big impact on the story. If you leave any spaces on Jenny's plate during the food puzzle game, then she's going to be hungrier, and that might impact what you do during the day as you try to maintain her weight goals, but also not have her starve. If Jenny does well on her chores, her mom will also pay her more money, which impacts whether she can buy things at the corner store or even meet her weekly goals. I really love the graphics in this game. The color palette is straight up my alley. I love the story sequences that are all bubbly and pastel-y, which I'm assuming will not be so bright and colorful as Jenny continues her path. So I'm totally enjoying it right now while I still can see it. I also really love all of Jenny's different outfits and how they look on her. I love that they give you stats, so you really have to be strategic in terms of what outfit you want to pick. I like how the controls are used in the storytelling. For example, there's a case where you have to move Jenny towards a fitting room. I really felt the impact since she resisted my attempts and really had to drag her in there with the mouse. During the weigh-ins on Saturdays, she is also terrified to weigh herself, and you really feel the fear as you have to control each foot stepping onto the scale, and it feels really impactful because it sounds like thunder every time a foot steps on. These choices and the controls and how visually it is presented really helps me to feel what Jenny is going through at that moment, so I think it's really effective storytelling. I'm not a huge fan of the morning routine where the game flashes a very quick montage of Jenny waking up, brushing her teeth, getting her clothes on, and then starting lunch. I get why it happens, but it just goes really fast for me, and I don't like starting my day off like that. Consume Me might be for you if you want a quirky indie game that tells you its story through the use of visuals and mini games that you played. I haven't really played a game like this before, so it's hard to compare it with anything else. Therefore, I would strongly recommend playing the demo to see whether or not you vibe with it if you're still on the fence. This game might not be for you if the topics of the games are too much, since I did have some flashbacks to my own childhood whenever Jenny's mom was talking. Less so during the full release, since I was more primed for handling the subject matter. better since I already played through the demo a couple of times, and I think I became a little bit more desensitized because I knew it was coming. However, I haven't finished the game, so I can't say whether the feelings will return or not, as Jenny's dieting decisions have consequences. I don't know what else her mom might say or how she might be a part of the story, but at the end of chapter 2, I definitely want to continue playing. So if you're able to take a lot of breaks and do some self-care in between sessions, I really think this game is pretty unique and worth it to play. Well, there you have it. What do you think of Consume Me? Do you think this game is for you? Let me know in the comment whether or not you're interested in playing this game, or maybe if you're gonna put it on the shelf for now. Of course, if you like what I do and you want to see more of it, then consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. It really does help out my channel and to have other people find me easier. So I would really appreciate it if that's something that you are willing to do. Anyways, I have been Nessa. This has been a cozy highlight, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.